Bonjour à tous. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm very happy that you are here. You may be surprised if I tell you that over 100-year-old steam locomotives are still operating. But it's true. There are quite a few heritage railroads across the globe. Today, we are taking one of the steam locomotives that was built in 1910. I'm so excited. I've never been on a train pulled by a steam locomotive. I hope you are excited to see how a 113-year-old steam engine rides too. Let's go. Allons-y. The Strasburg Railroad is the oldest continuously operating railroad in the United States. Chartered in June 1832, the Strasburg Railroad was created so that the businesses and citizens in Strasburg would have a direct rail connection to the Philadelphia and Columbia Railroad main line. By 1851, the Strasburg Railroad became incorporated and soon after began carrying passengers and freight to and from the now Pennsylvania Railroad Junction in Paradise. First used for passenger and freight transportation, the short line limped along for more than a century until in 1958, on the verge of abandonment, the railroad was salvaged and given new life as a tourist railroad. In November 1958, when the well-connected yet a modest group of local rail fans purchased and subsequently revived passenger service at the Strasburg Railroad, they knew little how popular their railroad would soon become. Today, the Strasburg Railroad offers something unique. It offers fully restored steam locomotives in a world where steam motive power has been replaced with diesel or electric. The Strasburg Railroad has 5 working steam locomotives and 20 operating passenger cars, including the President's car, the first-class parlor car, the first-class lounge, and the dining car. It offers beautifully restored wooden rail cars for a 45-minute ride through picturesque Amish country farmland. These rides are very popular, so you may want to check their running schedule on their website and buy tickets for a ride that fits your schedule beforehand. You can buy a ticket for a regular coach at between $16 to $24 or for a first-class car at $35 as of fall 2023. There are different first-class lounge cars depending on the date and time. The one we take is Henry K. Long No. 75, named in honor of the first president of the revived Strasburg Railroad Company, Henry K. Long. It was built in June 1910 and ran on the Boston and Maine Railroad until 1972 before coming to Strasburg. The locomotive number 89 was built in Kingston, Ontario in 1910 and ran on the Canadian National Railway for most of her life and arrived in Strasburg in 1972. There are only 14 chairs in the car, so it feels really spacious and luxurious. Also, you can order snacks and beverages in the first-class car. You can pay from your seat where your order is delivered. The train ride is a 45-minute round trip through the tranquil Amish countryside to Paradise, Pennsylvania and back, 4.5 miles east and 4.5 miles returning west on the same track. The ride is at a pace of travel that is appropriate for massive steam engines from the early 20th century, 60 kilometers or 35 miles per hour, which is much slower than today's high-speed trains. So, it's very leisurely. You can see more than 2,500 acres of Lancaster County farmland visible from the window, much of which is farmed by the Amish. The audio commentary tells you that during the growing season, this land supports livestock as well as crops such as corn, alfalfa, soybeans, and tobacco. It is a very pleasant ride and I love it. The Strasbourg Railroad offers many event rides depending on the season. Christmas train, breakfast with Mrs. Claus or dinner with Mrs. Claus in December, wine and cheese for people over 21 years old, and day out with Thomas Tank Engine in June and September. All these special rides are very tempting. Next time I visit Pennsylvania Dutch Country, I should come in December or June to check out a special event ride. And when you are in Strasbourg, you must see a very charming toy train display at Choo Choo Barn. It's 2 minutes away from the Strasbourg Railroad and 5 minutes away from Red Caboose Motel. You can check Red Caboose Motel on my video about unique and unusual accommodations and restaurants in PA Amish country.
We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love.
The display of Choo Choo Barn consists of over 150 hand-built animated figures and vehicles and 22 operating trains on the 1,700 square foot train layout. The Choo Choo Barn was originally born in 1945 in the basement of the Groff home in Strasbourg. George Groff had just returned from World War II and was looking for a Christmas present for his 2-year-old son. George gave his son a set of Lionel train and helped him set it up. Then, within a few years, that simple set had begun to take over a larger and larger portion of the family basement. In the 1950s, the family began opening their now very elaborate display up for townspeople and local school groups. In 1961, the Groffs moved the display to a small township maintenance facility that became available just to the west of the recently reopened Strasbourg Railroad. The display continues to reopen each spring and is updated every year. The displays pay homage to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, with miniature replicas of the Willows Restaurant, Dutch Wonderland Amusement Park, the Strasbourg Railroad, and Amish community.
All I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment.
The ski slope, ski lodge and ice skaters, Dutch Haven, the Willows, the 2-lane moving highway in front of Dutch Haven, the farm with the tobacco barn, the Strasbourg firehouse, the church beside Dutch Haven, and a few other houses are from the original display. The display of Amish men building a house together is so typically Amish. I really enjoy watching it. To see the entire display, you walk clockwise along the edge of the room. Children and adults would have fun alike. It's really neat to notice all the intricate details of the display. In fact, you may need to go around the display 3 or 4 times and still see new things on your 5th trip. It's really cool that the display at the Choo Choo Barn cycles into nighttime periodically, every 10 minutes or so. When this happens, many small lights come on throughout the display, providing a totally different look. If you love trains and toy trains, this is a great place in Strasbourg, Pennsylvania. The Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania is a railroad museum in Strasbourg, Lancaster County, PA. The museum is just across the street from the Strasbourg Railroad. The museum's collection has more than 100 historic locomotives and railroad cars that chronicle American railroad history. The historic locomotives on display were built between 1875 and 1963. You can get up on stairways and special platforms for the selected locomotives or cars, from which you can get a close-up glimpse at the interiors through the windows of the equipment. It is a huge museum that covers a 100,000 square foot exhibit hall, with additional equipment stored outside in the train yard. If you are a train enthusiast, you would be fascinated in Strasbourg, Lancaster County.
like a warm embrace. My bed feels like heaven. I lose track of time and space. Behind these clouds, I know the sun will be, but today's raining, so be patient with me. I'll be right. Somehow I must be somewhere the sky is blue. I'm too tired to sleep, too tired to do anything.
That's the end of the fun train tour. I hope you liked it. With that, I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I hope to see you again next week. If you have enjoyed it, please do give this video a thumbs up. I very much appreciate it. Please subscribe if you want to see more of my weekly videos. Thanks so much for watching.